Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to New York City's favorite talk show. I am your host, Victor Baker. Today with me, I have the beautiful Margot Roth-Spiegel.
Hello, everyone. Thanks, Victor. I'm very happy to be here. As some of you may know, I just moved here last year from Florida. I had just graduated from high school where I had to leave all my friends.
That must have been sad that you had to leave. I'm sorry, Margot.
Nah, I didn't need them. I'm independent enough. I always like to plan adventures and leave. Like the time I went to Mississippi, that's why I left to come here in the first place.
So running away was a common occurrence for you? Why would you leave everybody that you knew?
Well, it wasn't actually running away that was my favorite part. It was the planning. I got to think of all these wonderful scenarios where I could just ditch everything and leave. It was relief. I only left because why plan something you won't actually plan on doing?
And?
Whoa, deja vu. I totally had the same conversation with Quentin.
Who's Quentin? Your boyfriend?
No. He was just some kid that I've known since we were like 9. We hung out the night before I went to New York. He was one of my best friends.
I'd like to hear more about Quentin, if that's alright with you, of course.
Yeah, that's cool. I was hoping to bring him up anyway. So, like I said before, I've known him since we were 9. He always lived a super predictable life. Every day, he just stuck to his stupid schedule. It would kill him to break it. And, well, look at this die. When you roll it, you only have 6 outcomes, right? This is just like Q. He always was almost late for school, though he made it on time. 2. He was always by the band room before the first bell. 3. He would always hang out with his friends during school, never anybody else. 4. He would always do his work. 5. He would always get good grades, which is my least favorite part about him. Like, why does he have to care so much? Not on topic, though. And 6. After school, him and his friends, Marcus and Ben, would always play video games. I found this die represents him perfectly. Super predictable. He still was a good friend, though.
Wow, that's pretty cool. What an interesting relationship you two had. Do you have anything else to share?
Okay, so it's kind of embarrassing, especially in front of a live audience, but I have this stuffed lion and a poem.
I'd like to hear about the lion first, please.
On my last night, before I ran away, I brought Q on a grand adventure, just the two of us. We humiliated my ex, we spray painted some cars, some walls, the huge. Sort of a revenge type of deal. I told him he was much cuter when he showed confidence. I only said it so he could actually be confident in himself that he could do things because it was true. It was nice to see him when he was confident, even though it was kind of rare. I never saw him super confident about anything. When he found me in New York, he told me about all the cool things that he had done. I could tell that he had changed so much. The old Q would have never done them. He was so confident, brave, risky. Lions are always viewed as a symbol of bravery. That's why I feel like this represents him. I saw how much he had changed from the time he found me. I just knew that he gained so much confidence. 2 of the ways that he showed confidence was on the day before he came here. It was his graduation day, and he just left it because he didn't want to let me down. He needed to get here before I left forever. Also, he broke many speed limits to get here on time.
Boy, your friend sure was committed to finding you.
Yeah, he was. And that's exactly why I have this poem. It's Song of Myself by Walt Whitman. This was one of the clues that I had left for Q for him to find where I had gone. It represents his determination because it was the clue that he spent the most time on. He spent a ridiculous amount of energy trying to solve it. He thought the poem was a metaphor, but I just legit wanted him to follow the instructions. It took him a long time before he figured it out, and he never let it discourage him. It was amazing to see the new Q. I had never thought he would be committed to anything other than school. He read the poem countless times instead of doing his work, and that's why this is a representation of his determination to find me.
Well, thank you, Margot, for telling us about your friend Quentin. But we did come here to talk about you. Do you have anything to share about your life?
Well, I guess I should first say that.
Oh, sorry, kind of awkward, but we're out of time, so I'm sorry.
Okay, well, thanks for having me.
Up next, we have another special guest, but stay tuned to find out who. Bye!